Food is the source of life, but not everything we eat is as healthy as it seems. Nowadays, much of what we eat is processed, packed with unknown chemicals, additives, and other ingredients that pose risks to our health. From sugars and trans fats to preservatives and artificial ingredients, we will uncover unhealthy and life-threatening foods to avoid and the reasons why they can be unhealthy to your body system. Join me as we journey together to explore the dangers lurking in everyday foods and how you can protect yourself and your family. 1. Highly processed foods. These are highly palatable and good-looking. If I'm being honest, they're tempting to be avoided because of their appealing aroma, but they're very dangerous to our health, having undergone some kinds of food engineering that's made them very appealing, with flavors and textures designed to promote overconsumption. Highly processed foods, also known as ultra-processed foods, have undergone several stages of industrial processing, where natural ingredients are modified and transformed with the addition of preservatives, artificial flavorings, colorings, and other chemical substances. These foods often contain ingredients not found in home kitchens, and they typically lack essential nutrients while being high in calories, sugar, unhealthy fats, and salt. They are convenient and long-lasting but contribute to various health problems when consumed regularly. These foods often contain excessive amounts of added sugars, unhealthy fats, and salt, contributing to obesity, heart disease, diabetes, and hypertension. Generally, they're low in fiber, vitamins, and minerals, and lack the nutrients provided by whole, fresh foods. Also, they contain artificial additives, including colors, flavor enhancers, emulsifiers, preservatives, and sweeteners that can have adverse health effects. And like said earlier on, they are engineered to be very appealing, with flavors and textures designed to promote uncontrollable and overconsumption. Examples of highly processed foods include frosted flakes, soft drinks, and sugary beverages like Coca-Cola and energy drinks, packaged snacks like potato chips and cheese puffs, instant noodles, hot dogs, canned meats, frozen meals, confectionery and packaged sweets, and all fast foods. Why do you need to avoid these foods? They are often high in unhealthy fats, sugars, salt, and artificial ingredients, which can lead to obesity and excessive weight gain, heart disease, diabetes, and high risk of cancer. As a replacement, however, choose whole foods. Opt for fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. Also, settle for cook-at-home meals. Prepare your own meals in order to control the ingredients and avoid added sugars, fats, and preservatives. In addition, check for hidden sugars, sodium, and trans fats in packaged products to avoid purchasing them. Furthermore, avoid pre-packaged, ready-to-eat meals and snacks as much as possible. Lastly, replace highly processed foods with nutrient-dense, whole foods which can significantly improve your health and reduce the risk of chronic diseases. 2. Sugary beverages. These are drinks that contain added sugars or sweeteners, providing significant amounts of calories without nutritional value. Regular consumption of these beverages is associated with numerous health problems, including obesity and weight gain, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, tooth decay, increased risk of gout, a type of arthritis, and fatty liver disease. The high sugar content in these drinks causes rapid spikes in blood sugar and insulin levels, which can lead to various metabolic disorders over time. Like highly processed foods, sugary beverages are high in sugar content. They provide energy without essential nutrients like fiber, vitamins, or minerals. Drinking them doesn't make you healthy, but leads to overconsumption of calories throughout the day. Also, they are quickly absorbed by the body, leading to insulin resistance over time. Soda, energy drinks like Red Bull and Monster, sweetened iced teas, flavored water and vitamin water, fruit juices, especially commercial brands, sports drink like Powerade, flavored coffee drinks, milkshakes, sweetened plant-based milks, and then fruit punch and flavored drinks. You need to avoid these drinks because of their high sugar content, which increases the risk of type 2 diabetes, obesity and weight gain, and dental problems. Healthier alternatives to sugary drinks are water, unsweetened herbal teas which provide hydration and can offer additional health benefits from herbs, unsweetened sparkling water with a slice of lemon or lime for flavor, adding fresh fruits, vegetables, or herbs like cucumber, mint, or berries to water for a natural flavor boost without the added sugars, unsweetened black or green tea, and unsweetened black coffee. 3. Trans fats. These are the type of unsaturated fat that have been industrially modified through a process called hydrogenation. This process adds hydrogen to liquid vegetable oils, turning them into a more solid form, which extends the shelf life and improves the texture of certain foods. While some trans fats occur naturally in small amounts in animal products, most trans fats consumed in the diet come from artificial trans fats found in processed and fried foods. Intake of trans fats, whether artificial or natural, poses greater health risks to its consumer. Some of these endangerment include heart-related diseases, systemic inflammation, a key factor in many chronic diseases such as diabetes and certain cancers. High consumption of trans fats is linked to increased insulin resistance, a precursor to type 2 diabetes. Foods high in trans fats are often calorie-dense and nutrient-poor, contributing to weight gain and obesity when consumed regularly. Trans fats also contribute to fat accumulation in the liver, which can lead to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Common examples of foods containing trans fats include fried foods, packaged snacks, margarine and vegetable shortening, baked foods, frozen meals, non-dairy coffee creamers, and fast foods. To avoid trans fats, it's crucial to carefully read food labels. Even if the nutrition label states 0 grams trans fat, the product may still contain small amounts if partially hydrogenated oils are listed in the ingredients. Replace margarine and shortening with heart-healthy oils like olive oil or avocado oil, which contain monounsaturated fats. And instead of processed peanut butter with hydrogenated oils, opt for natural nut butters that contain only nuts and salt. Another option is to cook homemade meals made with whole ingredients. This allows you to avoid the hidden trans fats commonly found in processed foods. 3. Refined carbohydrates. This is also known as simple carbohydrates. Are carbohydrates which have been heavily processed, removing much of their natural fiber, vitamins, and vital minerals. This process usually results in a finer texture and extends the shelf life of the product, but also significantly reduces its nutritional value. They are commonly found in processed and packaged foods and are often associated with a range of health issues, particularly when consumed in excess. The two main common types are refined sugar and refined grains. Increasing intake of refined carbohydrates can cause spikes in blood sugar levels, promote obesity and weight gain, increase risk of heart disease, cause digestive disorders, increase risk of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and also cause mental health such as depression in women. Common examples of refined carbohydrates: white bread, white rice, pastries and baked food items, pasta, sugary cereals, snack foods, sweets and candies, sugary beverages, instant noodles, and all refined flour-based products. To stay healthy, however, whole carbohydrates are better options to refined carbohydrates. Unlike refined carbohydrates, whole carbohydrates, like those found in fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains, digest more slowly and have a more gradual effect on blood sugar levels because they are rich in fiber, vitamins, and minerals, and phytonutrients which are naturally occurring. Compounds in plants that have been shown to support overall health and reduce the risk of chronic diseases. 5. Excessive salt. These are foods that contain high levels of sodium, which can easily lead to excessive salt intake. This includes both naturally salty foods and processed foods to which salt has been added for flavor, preservation, or texture. Some common sources of excessive salt foods include processed and packaged foods like chips and crackers, restaurant and fast foods, canned and preserved foods, bread and baked food items, condiments and sauces, cheese and processed meats, and pickled and fermented foods. Sodium, a key component of salt, is an essential electrolyte which helps to regulate fluid balance in the body, nerve and muscle function, and blood pressure levels. The human body requires only a small amount of sodium daily for these functions. The recommended daily intake for adults is less than 2,300 milligrams of sodium. This is about 1 teaspoon of salt. The American Heart Association suggests an ideal limit of 1,500 milligrams per day, particularly for individuals with certain health risks. Taking salt in excess above what the body requires can be very hazardous, causing high blood pressure or hypertension, heart disease and stroke, kidney stone disease, osteoporosis, a condition characterized by brittle and fragile bones, stomach cancer, and increased risk of cognitive decline. You can save yourself from these ailments by preparing your meals at home to allow you control how much salt goes into your food. In fact, use herbs, spices, garlic, and citrus to enhance flavor without adding salt. Always check the sodium content on food labels. 6. Alcohol, though it's often classified as a beverage, can also be considered a source of energy similar to food, as it provides calories when consumed. However, unlike other foods, alcohol has no essential nutrients and is often referred to as empty calories. While moderate consumption of alcohol may be part of some cultural and social practices, excessive intake can lead to serious health consequences. Here's a detailed look at alcohol in the context of food and nutrition. Alcohol in the context of beverages primarily refers to ethanol, CTH5OH, a type of alcohol that is safe for human consumption in moderate amounts. Ethanol is produced through the fermentation of sugars by yeast in fruits, grains, or other plants. The most common alcoholic beverages include beer, made from fermented barley or other grains, wine made from fermented grapes or other fruits, spirits such as vodka, whiskey, rum, and gin, made through distillation, and cocktails, a combination of spirits with mixers, which often add significant calories from sugar. Alcohol is a source of energy. In terms of caloric content, alcohol provides 7 calories per gram, which is almost twice the caloric content of carbohydrates, 4 calories gram, and proteins, 4 calories gram. However, alcohol contains fewer calories than fats, which provide 9 calories per gram. These calories, however, are often referred to as empty calories because they don't provide essential nutrients like vitamins, minerals, fiber, or protein. Also, alcohol is rapidly absorbed in the stomach and small intestine, unlike other macronutrients which take longer to digest and metabolize. Once absorbed, alcohol is transported to the liver, where it is metabolized by enzymes like alcohol dehydrogenase. The liver processes about 1 standard drink per hour. If alcohol is consumed faster than the liver can metabolize it, it builds up in the bloodstream, leading to intoxication. Some research has suggested that moderate alcohol consumption, particularly wine, may have potential health benefits such as reduction in the risk of coronary heart disease, improvement in insulin sensitivity, and socially promoting relaxation, reducing stress, and enhancing social bonds. However, some of the risks associated with excessive alcohol consumption include liver damage, cardiovascular diseases such as high blood pressure, irregular heartbeats, and stroke. Alcohol is calorie-dense and can contribute to weight gain, or alcohol belly when consumed in large amounts, especially when combined with sugary mixers or high-calorie foods. Increased cancer risk, mental health problems, cognitive impairment, impaired immune function, nutritional deficiencies, and addiction as a form of dependency, other health risks involved in heavy intake of alcohol. 7. Artificial sweeteners, also known as non-nutritive sweeteners, are synthetic sugar substitutes that provide sweetness without the same number of calories as sugar. These sweeteners are often used in foods, beverages, and other products as a way to reduce sugar intake while still providing a sweet taste. They are commonly found in diet sodas, sugar-free candy, baked goods, and even in some medications. Some common types of artificial sweeteners are saccharin, sucralose, acesulfame potassium, steviol glycosides, neotame, and advantum. While artificial sweeteners are often marketed for weight loss, some research has shown that they may disrupt the body's ability to regulate calorie intake, leading to increased hunger and overeating later. Some studies have found that regular consumption of artificial sweeteners may be associated with an increased risk of obesity, metabolic syndrome, and type 2 diabetes. Although rare, some people may experience allergic reactions to certain artificial sweeteners, such as aspartame or saccharin. Symptoms can include headaches, dizziness, or digestive issues. 8. Fried foods. These are foods that have been cooked by submerging them in hot oil or fat, a process known as deep frying or pan frying. This method is commonly used for a variety of dishes because it produces a crispy exterior and enhances flavor. However, fried foods are often considered unhealthy due to their high calorie content, unhealthy fats, and associated health risks. Nowadays, most foods are fried to give them more appealing taste. Some people even find it difficult to eat some kinds of food like fish unless it is fried. While it is delicious to eat fried foods, it is detrimental to our well-being in the long run. Frying food increases its calorie content significantly. When food is fried, it absorbs oil, making it more energy dense. For example, frying a potato increases its calories by more than double compared to baking it. The oils used for frying especially when reheated multiple times, can contain trans fats and saturated fats, which are linked to an increased risk of heart disease, inflammation, and other health problems. Frying at high temperatures can lead to the formation of potentially harmful compounds such as acrylamide, especially in starchy foods like potatoes. Acrylamide has been classified as a probable carcinogen, meaning it could increase the risk of cancer. Deep frying food often depletes its nutritional value. Vegetables, for instance, can lose their vitamins and antioxidants during the frying process, leaving behind mostly fat and calories. Health impacts of fried foods are increased risk of heart disease, weight gain and obesity, type 2 diabetes, increased cancer risk, digestive issues such as bloating, indigestion, and discomfort, increased body inflammation, and cognitive decline. To reduce fried food consumption, opt for healthier cooking methods. Try baking, grilling, steaming, or air frying as alternatives to deep frying. If you must fry food, choose oils that are more stable at high temperatures, such as extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil. Avoid using oils that are high in trans fats or that have been repeatedly reused. 9. Processed meats is a common part of our diets and a good source of animal protein at that. But before we can get the meat, the livestock, probably a cow or sheep, needs to be processed at the processing plant. Processed meats refer to meats that have been modified through curing, smoking, fermentation, or the addition of preservatives to enhance flavor, improve shelf life, or alter the texture. Common examples include bacon, sausages, hot dogs, deli meats, and canned meats. While they are a convenient source of protein, processed meats have been linked to various health concerns which include increased cancer risk, increased risk of heart diseases, weight gain and obesity, mostly when consumed in excess, increased risk of type 2 diabetes development, nutritional deficiencies, and high sodium levels. Some of the main characteristics of processed meats are the preservation methods. These include adding salt, nitrates, or nitrites to preserve the meat and enhance flavor. Smoking, imparting flavor, while also helping to preserve the meat. Fermentation. This is used in products like salami, where bacteria are introduced to aid preservation and flavor development. The convenience. Processed meats are often ready to eat or require minimal cooking, making them a convenient option for busy lifestyles. The flavor enhancements. Many processed meats are seasoned or flavored with various spices, which can contribute to their popularity. Processed meats can be very delicious, but when you consider the health risk involved in their intake, then reducing their consumption is inevitable. Limit intake. Aim to reduce processed meat consumption by choosing whole, unprocessed protein sources like fresh meats, fish, legumes, nuts, and seeds. Read labels. When purchasing processed meats, read ingredient labels carefully. Look for products with fewer additives and preservatives and opt for those lower in sodium. Choose fresh cuts. Instead of deli meats or processed sausages, choose fresh cuts of meat and cook them at home. This allows for better control over preparation methods and ingredients. Explore alternatives. Consider using plant-based protein sources like beans, lentils, tofu, and tempeh as substitutes for processed meats and meals. Balance your diet. Focus on a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats to promote overall health and reduce reliance on processed foods. Cook at home. Preparing meals at home allows you to control the ingredients and methods used, making it easier to avoid processed meats. 10. Excessive red meat. Excessive consumption of red meat, such as beef, lamb, pork, and game meats in amounts that exceed recommended dietary guidelines is bad. While red meat can be a source of important nutrients, including protein, iron, and vitamin B12, consuming it in excess has been linked to various health risks, which include increased cancer risk, increased risk of cardiovascular diseases such as heart attacks and strokes, increased risk of type 2 diabetes, weight gain and obesity, increased mortality rates, increased in the levels of purines in the body, which can lead to higher uric acid levels and may trigger gout attacks in susceptible individuals and impact on gut health. Like processed meats, excessive intake of red meats is very risky, hence these recommended guidelines for its consumption. Eat red meat in moderation. Health organizations, including the American Institute for Cancer Research and the World Health Organization, recommend limiting red meat intake to about 18 ounces per week. This helps to minimize health risks while still allowing for the inclusion of red meat in the diet. Choose lean cuts. Opt for leaner cuts of red meat, such as sirloin, tenderloin, or eye of round to reduce fat intake. Trimming visible fat before cooking can also help lower saturated fat consumption. Balance with other proteins. Incorporate a variety of protein sources into your diet, such as poultry, fish, legumes, nuts, and seeds to reduce reliance on red meat and enhance overall nutritional intake. Focus on plant-based foods. Include more plant-based foods in your diet, such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes, which can provide fiber, vitamins, and minerals while reducing overall meat consumption. Cooking methods. Choose healthier cooking methods like grilling, baking, or broiling instead of frying. Avoid charring or burning meat, as this can lead to the formation of harmful compounds. Well, that's how far we can go on this wonderful episode of Health Explorer. Remember, this video is for educational purposes only, and consulting your doctor is very essential if you have any health challenges or medical concerns. However, if this video has benefit to you, give us your feedback. Let's hear from you in the comment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel by clicking the subscribe button on your screen. Until we come your way again with another educative video, avoid unhealthy and life-threatening foods. Only eat what will be of benefits to your health. See you on the next episode. Bye.